Well, West Ham have just beaten Southampton 1-0 away from home in, what should be looked at as, yeah, good 3 points. We won the game, unbeaten in four, and happy times. But not in my opinion. I am not happy with today's performance at all. I wanted us to go into this based on the performances I've seen in the past. This is the game against objectively the worst team in the league. Let's just be clear. They're 20th for a reason. They've gotten a new manager. We'll see what time sort of shows with their new manager if he's able to change things around for them. But they're still the worst team in the league. And we was not able to really dominate the game in any meaningful way. We were not able to really dictate how we wanted to play. And it was just another poor performance. And we've scraped to win over the worst team in the league. And it's just not good enough at all. I'm not happy with it, because when are we going to start to see good performances? If we can't see a good performance against the worst team in the league, when can we see it? We've got Liverpool next. Are we going to see us put in a good performance then? I very much doubt it. I think we could be on the end of a beating against that one. And we've got Man City away now. You look at that and think they're awful. But we're awful. Like I said, and listen, I say they're the worst team in the league, Southampton. I think on performances, we're down there. We're able to sort of scrape together results. Like I said, 2 draws, 2 wins in our last 4. It's not bad. But it's painful to watch this team. It is painful. And you sit there and think, maybe, if we stick with Lopetegui, it could eventually click over time. We've seen it with managers before. They maybe just take that time. You stick with them. And the players, they get a few transfer windows. He's only had one transfer window. He can get all these players in and how he wants to play. It will all just click. But I haven't got the patience to sit through watching this awful, awful football, the awful performances. It's just so boring. It's really mind-numbing. And like I said, it's a different kind of boring to how Moyes played, but it's still boring all the less. And you just see it. We don't create clear-cut chances. We have a lot of shots lately, just shooting, just smacking the ball against their players, hitting the ball wide. Our accuracy, I think we had something like 16, 17 shots, 2 on target all game. It's just poor because we're not creating clear-cut chances. And I look at Lopetegui, and what frustrates me in that is his lineups has always frustrated me all season, but now his substitutions. One thing that he was actually good at, again, Somerville doesn't get a look in this team. And Todibo, I thought, played well against Brighton. He obviously didn't get to start, but the substitutions, taking off Soler, and Soler didn't pull up any trees, but you go in and change it at Southampton. You've got effectively three defensive midfielders. You're just sapping us of creativity in this side. Bringing off Soler for Alvarez was a real head scratcher. Then he ended up going 5 at the back, bringing on Creswell to see out a win against Southampton, because let's be honest, they was on top. There was a large portions of them games, that game where we was on the back foot and they was on top. Their finishing is atrocious. Is absolutely atrocious. Everything they did went wide or straight at the goalkeeper. A slightly better team would have got something today. So while I can sit here and think, it's a win. If it's in isolation, right, you sit here and go, do you know what? We just weren't at it today, but we got the win. Let's celebrate that. I'm all for that. But in the grand scheme of things, we've seen this all season. This isn't the exception, this performance. This is the rule. This is the norm. And that is my issue. Is I looked at this game as a great opportunity then for the team to really flex their muscles and put in a good performance. So I have no patience to sit through this for the rest of the season. We've got January transfer window coming up. I'm not really excited about it. All these rumors of us having to sell to buy. If what we're going to sell, unless we sell our actual quality players that we do want to keep, who actually look worse under Lopetegui. Bowen looks worse under Lopetegui. Kudus looks worse under Lopetegui. Paqueta looks worse under Lopetegui. So all our quality players are going backwards. You know, Bowen, he got his goal. He, you know, got in a position, took it well. But apart from, before that, he just wasn't clicking for him. So that's, I think, on the coach. It's on the coaching. I don't really think that's on Bowen. Obviously, all the players have to take some accountability. There's no player that can say, it's all the manager, it's all the coach. But I think a large portion of it is on the coach. And I look at Fulkrug. I think a lot of players, a lot of fans, I think, are not having Fulkrug. Now, whether he's going to fit into this team or not is another one thing. But I saw a player that worked his ass off today. He worked his ass off. He got stuck in. There was a severe amount of effort, but no one's creating for him. He was getting into positions, and what was Bowen and Kudus doing? Taking shots. Bowen and Kudus are more interested in trying to score the goals than create for the striker. So you've got two wingers. Neither of them are putting any crosses in, and if they are, they're not finding him. But they're having shots themselves. So what can we really blame Fulkrug on? He's moving, he's making runs, he's getting into positions, but no one's giving him the ball. So how can we expect him to score? We know he's not the sort of player that creates for himself. He said that when we signed him. And surely we knew that when we signed him. So we're not going to create for him, and we're damn sure not going to create if you take Soler off. Obviously, Fulkrug also ended up getting taken off. It's just, it's very frustrating. It is, like I said, normal circumstances, I feel happy we end up getting the win. I couldn't even celebrate the goal too hard because just how poor we was and how bored I was of watching it. You know, yeah, it really was a poor demonstration. And like I said, when are we going to have a good demonstration? Liverpool, Man City next. I think we're going to have Fulham, who beat Chelsea. Got tough games. When are we going to step up and rise to the occasion? It's just a severe lack of balance. Our midfield is an absolute shambles. It really is. And our passing is awful. We have no control of the game, and we're very susceptible to these counter-attacks. And like I said, it's just thankfully that Southampton's finishing was atrocious. Really, you know, sad what happened to Fabianski. You don't like to see that happen to a player. And I think Areola came in and did well. Didn't have to do too much, but you know what he did do, he did well. He was a calm presence, but again, I was never really worried. After we went 1-0 up, I was quite relaxed. There was points where they was looking threatening, and I was worried, and you just see they weren't gonna do anything. You know, they weren't gonna threaten really. They're down there for a reason. But January is key, but the manager, I just look at it now and I think we're just going to keep him. You know, if we would have maybe drawn or lost that game, they would have sacked him. But they look at that performance and think, yeah, we have confidence in this guy. Liverpool, they're just going to see it as a free hit. We could lose by 7 to Liverpool, and it won't make a single shred of difference on whether he stays or goes. I've just got no belief. And he hasn't done anything to give me that belief. And we've got to go back to the drawing board and really think hard about who this next manager is. But I feel like Lopetegui at the moment is just in survival mode. He seems to be playing not to lose games. And that's what those substitutions said. Not, you know, let's ensure we win this game by going and scoring a second. Let's kill the game off that way. It's no, let's bring on more defenders. Let's go 5 at the back. Let's go more defensive and see out the 1-0. That seemed to be the motive. And the same way with Brighton. Once it was 1-1, let's see out the draw at home. Not, right, let's get on some players and let's have a go and try and get the win. That's his mentality at the moment, and it's awful to watch. So, yeah, the owners, like I said, they don't have ambition. I don't think they have ambition. They have the idea of ambition. You know, he wants these things. Sullivan, he wants to be in Europe, and he wants the team to be successful, I believe, but he doesn't want to do what it takes to get there. He wants to take a shortcut. He wants to do it on the cheap. And that's the thing. That's the big issue with Sullivan. So, yeah, you're not going to see me sitting here and being over the moon and all of that stuff. Call me negative. I don't care. It's something that I'm just tired of. I'm tired of watching the team, and I'm not looking forward to going to Liverpool or going home to watch Liverpool at home, because I'm going to be there in person and potentially see a drubbing. And again, if we do turn up, you go, where is that performance all season? But, we have good performance and lose. That would be typical. So I don't know what we need to change apart from the matter that the coach. If we don't sack Lopetegui, what can we do? I mean, he has to start just putting the best team out on the pitch. Give Somerville. We look so much more energetic when he's on. And he's actually a left winger. Kudus is so wasted on the left. He really is. I don't know why he persists in playing him there. This is the problem with Lopetegui. He's so stubborn. A lot of managers are like this. But you just see it and you see something isn't working. Just change it. Play Kudus in the middle. Ended up putting Kudus back on the right when he put Bowen up top. He took Füllkrug off. But we're just going to keep seeing Füllkrug there, and everyone looks frustrated. No one looks happy. The fans are happy. It's not inspiring. I'm not excited to watch this team. You'd think we'd just lost. You really would. We're 13th. We're above Man United now, and they're playing at the moment, Wolves, but we're equal points to Spurs. It's just, I don't know. Like, I've seen managers come in and have a lot quicker impact on their teams. Yes, we are in a big rebuild, but come on. Like, I just want some sort of progress from game week 1 till game week 18 that I can hang my hat on and go, yes, that's improved. That's better. Now we're heading somewhere. That's what I want to see, but you can't. So yeah, I think Paqueta should be back for the next game. That lineup against Liverpool is going to be very interesting. Again, if he plays that high line, that I think has cost us quite a bit. Kilman could be out. He come off injured. Who knows? So about Everest protest against the owners. It's one of them ones. I think it's going to take a very similar situation like Burnley at home and I think Wolves, if we'd have lost to Wolves, you would have seen something like that. The fans have got it in them. But yeah, I think it's going to take one of those results where people are like, nah, this is just a step too far, So yeah, like I said, I'm waiting for the season to end already. We're just under halfway through, and I can't wait for it to end. And, it's one of those things, isn't it? You're now doing this, I'm even more sucked in where you can't just forget about it and I'll just be on the phone watching the games. So, but overall, Wan-Bissaka, yeah, I do have to mention him a positive. Very, very good performance from him today. I'm really pleased with him. He could have got a bloody assist. He put it on a plate for Soler. Soler hits the crossbar. Too much power on it. He should have got assist. But yeah, Wan-Bissaka was brilliant. I thought, a bright spark in just a drab performance overall. Fabianski, before he got injured, was very good. Again, he's having to be one of our better players against Southampton. Do you know what I mean? Your goalkeeper, consistently, he's having to rescue us. And when Areola was playing, it was the same thing. Constant reliance on the goalkeeper to be, a superstar. So I'm looking at it. Souček, none of the midfield was good, really. Rodriguez, he started Rodriguez. It's baffling. I don't know why he started Rodriguez over Alvarez, let alone starting Rodriguez in the first place, rather than just going Souček Soler. So, listen, we'll get to January. Let's see what we can do. But I think we need a new coach. We need something. This team needs a spark. It just feels comatose. So, yeah, let's see. But Liverpool will be here for that. Well, I'll be there at the game. God help us for that game when I tell you that could be a bloodbath. We'll see. But stranger things have happened. So, let's hope we have a better 2025 West Ham than 2024. That's for damn sure.